What's up YouTube, Mike from LA1 here, welcome back, and it's now time for my Payback review from the Royal Farms Arena in Baltimore, Maryland. And let's be honest, I would have done this as soon as the pay-per-view was over, but I was taking a little nap because I'm in a long night of gaming videos for you after this video is done. So let's kick this off with the matches. All the video packages tonight were very well done, especially the one for the I Quit match with, oh god, we'll talk about that when we get there. Well, I am prepared this time, so, because my internet was slow during the predictions video, so that's why I started the video early. We start things off with a bonus match, which wasn't even frickin' advertised. Woohoo! We got R-Truth versus Stardust. Ugh. This was like I said, this was not advertised. It was just a bonus match. And guess what? It was not a good match. Why did we get this match? And this match was bad. I knew it was bad. R-Truth won with the lie detector. And then, although there's one good thing that came out of the pre-show tonight, it was announced that Steve Austin's podcast will return on June 1st, and the guest that he's interviewing this time, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman. Yeah, Paul Heyman's gonna be this. We'll be interviewing on we'll interview on the Steve Austin podcast, which I think he's done that before. Can you let me know? Alright, next is the Ascension versus the Made-Up Powers. I mean, really. What else to say? The match itself was okay. Was okay for my liking. The crowd was into Macho Man down. Or as Jimmy will call him, Macho Man Cow. And then Axelmania showed up and the place went nuts. And he dressed up like Hulk Hogan. Well, during the match I was pretty much like, what happened to Curtis Axel? But what really surprised me that took this match down for me was the outcome. The Ascension hit the Fallen Man, and the Ascension won. So this could lead to two possibilities. Either the Ascension's getting a big push up to coming up, or the Made-Up Powers are going to get their win back. Don't know, but all line, the pre-show sucked. The matches from the pre-show sucked. Not the pre-show in general, because the video packages, like I said before, were really good. For the record. Now on to the start of the main show. We got Sheamus versus Dolph Ziggler, which I was very surprised this kicked us off, and kind of put it in a very good opener. Sheamus got booed out of the building, which was surprising. And for the first time in the history of this pay-per-view, Payback has pyro. Yeah, and we'll get to more about the pyro in a little bit with this John Cena match. Dolph came out with a very big pop. Not as big as Axelmania was, but that's beside the point. And right as the bell rang, Dolph went at him. Dolph rusted him. It was a fast-paced match to start off because Dolph went after Sheamus before. Although this was a very solid opener, like I said before, but there was a very loud "You look stupid" chant during the midpoint of this match. But the one thing that really caught my eye was there was a headbutt by Sheamus, and Dolph was busted wide open. Yeah, there was a lot of blood. I don't think the referee noticed until like 10 minutes later. This was a great back and forth match, but in the end, just like I predicted, Sheamus hit him with a bro kick. 1, 2, 3, which means at Elimination Chamber, that was finally announced there will be an Intercontinental Elimination Chamber match, which that's going to be a good match, hopefully. So, what are you going to do? Put Dolph and Sheamus are going to be in there? Why don't we put in Bad News Barrett and Neville in there, but we'll get to that in a minute. Then there was a backstage segment with Kane talking with Seth Rollins and JJ Security. And he does. Seth warns Kane if he does anything not to Seth's best interest tonight, losing his job will not be at least of his concerns. Next came probably the second best match of the night to most people, including myself. Tyson Kidd and Cesaro versus the New Day in a 2 out of 3 falls for the tag team titles. And this match was pretty good. We start off with the New Day cutting a promo on the Baltimore Orioles because one of their players was in there and they beat one of my baseball teams in the SoCal area. Thanks, Baltimore. Adam Jones came in there, and as soon as they came out, there was a New Day sucks. New Day sucks. Right before Cesaro and Kidd came out, huge pop for them. The first fall was went by very quickly. I think it was like 3 minutes before the first fall was settled. As Cesaro and Kidd did the sudden stop, which is the Cesaro swing into the dropkick, which that's what it should be called. That tag team move. It should be called the sudden stop. And man, Cesaro was a beast in this match. The second fall was the Midnight Hour by the New Day. But what really, the crowd loved this match. Every time there was a close fall, the crowd went, oh man. This was such an awesome match. But what I was not expecting was the ending. I knew the New Day was going to win it, but I was not expecting Xavier Woods to get in there and take the last pin. So as a result, New Day retained. So, next, and by the way, this is going to be later in the show where it was announced. The New Day was celebrating. Yes! I love that for the last past Monday on Raw. I love it. During the backstage segment, someone went up by and you can still see the New Day celebrating. I love it. And then, what really piqued my interest, Byron Saxton talked to the New Day. They were drinking milks in champagne glasses. Got milk, anybody? And what really got my eye, they were going to do a first. The first ever tag team elimination chamber match. This is going to be really interesting. One, how is this going to work? And two, I'm hoping they put in some good tag teams because they know Harper and Rowan reunited. They can put the Meta Powers in there and get eliminated first. And who else you want to put in there? The Lucha Dragons? Oh yeah, you can put the Lucha Dragons in there. Yes. Kidd and Cesaro. The New Day, they're already in, so. Are they going to put in the Ascension too? And turn them face randomly? I don't know. I really don't know. Next came probably the sleeper match of the year. Ryback versus Bray Wyatt. This match exceeded all of my expectations. I thought this match was going to be bad, but surprisingly, it was actually very good for what it was. Ryback got no reaction. I kind of feel bad for the guy. Everyone was cheering for Wyatt. This match was really good, and kudos to Ryback for selling that senton. Even though I think during the end of the match, the ref was doing this, which means he could have been hurt. It may be legit that he got hurt. And for the first time, we saw a flying Ryback. No, he did a splash, but it kind of looked a little sloppy, but alas, what are you going to do? It was a little sloppy, but it wasn't the worst splash I've ever seen. But that's beside the point. But in the end, just like I predicted once again, Ryback got hit with the Sister Abigail. Bray Wyatt won a match. So now the next question is, are we going to see him in the IC Elimination Chamber match? Or are we going to see him in the Money in the Bank ladder match? That's going to be interesting. Next is the... Oh my God. John Cena defending the U.S. title versus Rusev for the I Quit match. Oh my God. This is probably the second worst match of the night. It was so boring. Although it did pick up near the end, there was a good a table spot, which I'll give him credit, that was fine. But every 2 seconds, there was like, Mike Chioda was like, going, do you want to quit? 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 Although, there was like, this match was really boring. Although, I'll really take it back. There was a spot where John Cena sent Rusev into the pyro. That was okay. I'll give him that. That was kind of clever. And yet, Rusev should have almost gotten killed. So, I was surprised no one called the police for that. But, that's beside the point. But really, I had a feeling Lana was going to be involved in this situation. And she quit. She said I quit on Rusev's behalf. And after the match, in the backstage segment, Rusev was pissed. So I have a feeling, is the split going to happen tomorrow night on Raw? Or will it happen on Elimination Chamber? So it'll be a wait to see. Well, let me just say, Rusev shined brilliantly in this match, despite the fact how boring it was. And remember I said this was the second worst match of the night? I'm sorry to say, this match was the worst match of the night. Next match of the night. Here it is. The Bellas taking on Naomi and Tamina. This was the worst match of the night because there was no ring chemistry, tons of botches, and yeah, that was pretty much it. A lot of botches, and there was no ring chemistry between these four women, which is a shame because I think NXT is better, and NXT was a lot better in this. But like I said, I predicted Tamina was going to pin Nikki, and I was right, which is surprising. I don't think Brie was in the match that long because I think she may have gotten hurt, which was a surprise. So, bottom line, the worst match of the night was the Divas match. I'm sorry, ladies. It's just, the match was god-awful. So, which means I think this is probably setting up, at Elimination Chamber, the Divas title is going to be on the line. Next, okay, let's see. Nope, we got King Barrett versus Neville. This was a great match. Great match. This was incredible. There was one botch and all from Neville, which is quite surprising to be honest, because Neville never botches. But the one thing they ruined this with, Neville won by countout. Yeah. So I think this is probably why I think this feud between King Barrett and Neville is going to end at Chamber. Because who knows, Neville may be the next Intercontinental Champion. But although after the match, Barrett attacked Neville, and Neville hits King Barrett with the Red Arrow. And I swear, that's probably one of the best finishing movers in wrestling today. Next came my match of the night, which is the main event. Seth Rollins defended the World Heavyweight Championship against Dean Ambrose, Randy Orton, and Roman Reigns. And if Seth Rollins loses, Kane is out as Director of Operations. This took a little while to pick up, but when they picked up, this was incredible. But probably one of the biggest pops of the whole night was the triple powerbomb by Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and Dean Ambrose, which I was thinking, no way. I thought the Shield was reuniting. Even Seth Rollins thought so too, but nope. Nope. and surprisingly so, Roman Reigns really shined in this match. I think he's winning, seriously, he's winning people over. I like Roman Reigns. I swear, don't be surprised at WrestleMania 32, like I said before, what should have happened. He should have been the one that beats Rusev for the U.S. title and have seen it be the 8th person in the ladder match. 8th person in that ladder match for the IC title. But the ending of this match was interesting. Randy Orton was on fire, then J&J Security interfered, RKO to Noble, then an RKO to Mercury. And then he was about to RKO Seth Rollins, but instead Seth Rollins reversed it and RKO Kane instead. Which led to Seth Rollins using a pedigree. I was like, really? I know the curb stomp was banned, but a pedigree? Really? But I guess that was probably the best finishing move in the meantime. Oh wait, no, I just realized the curb stomp's not banned. It's on hold because of these concussion lawsuits. So overall, really good show. I'm giving this a 7.5 out of 10 stars. Really good show. It was an okay show. It was very solid, to say the least. Now let's see how they do a 2-week build between Elimination Chamber and then 2 more weeks later, Money in the Bank. And hopefully this time I get to watch it. And hopefully no families in town, because I missed it last time. So, alright, good. I'll see you guys in a bit for my gaming videos.